Welcome to our new items video for March. In this video, we will be going over changes in the company, new employees, last month's sales numbers, our March Madness promotion, and Bao will demonstrate and give helpful tips on how to sell our new and featured items. As part of our Best Gives Back program, we have donated $1,000 to the California Wildfire and Flood Fund for January. The donation helps people being displaced throughout Southern California by the floods and the wildfires. Jenny, Bao, and Henry were at the Orgel show in Orlando last Thursday and Friday. They were shown a number of potential items that we will be able to use in our monthly promotions. We are sorry to announce that two of our best employees will be leaving the company. Abe Miller and Kate Lewis have decided to pursue new opportunities elsewhere. We thank them for their hard work here and wish them the best of luck in the future. Best added 3 new employees to our team last month. We would like to welcome Matt Seavolt to our warehouse team. Matt started on February 6th. We have also added 2 new outside sales reps. Please welcome Jose Panita and Monica Lloyd. Jose will be covering the western part of Houston, Texas, and Monica will be covering the eastern part. Great job on having another big month. We beat last February's numbers by over 12%. Last month, we sold 2,594,038, and in February of 2017, we sold 2,303,407. Best's new items for March are our new Fire Crystals drain cleaner and the chrome-plated push-button pulse control.
Another item we're selling this month is the 98661 Fire Crystals. Look, I'm holding a chemical, therefore I have safety goggles. I have gloves. Of course, you know we sell them, but congratulations last month on selling more than we have ever sold. So, good job there. Make sure people have them and show them Fire Crystals. I'm going to keep this simple. This is a hot water activated drain opening crystal solution for your drains, grease traps, hair, all that good stuff. It is the same stuff as Blue Monster, only it's orange. And if you can't see it, trust me, it's orange. Same application. There's dilution rates for the type of clog you're trying to work with. Pay attention to those dilution rates. Pay attention to the safety warnings, of course, also. Here's the great thing about this. It works fabulous, we know that, but you earn twice as much money. What did I say? I said you earn twice as much money. So 30% versus 15% commission. The stuff works. It's being made by utility for us, who makes chemicals for other people. And if you just show it, sell people 6, 12 of these, they're going to use them forever. Remember, important, these are really great applications, especially where the public is involved, because you can see the crystals completely wash down the drain. There's little chance of residue or splash like a liquid. So in that sense, they're safer, but sell goggles, use that, read the warnings, but this stuff works, and you're going to make twice as much money. That's it. I'm going to take the crystals and add that to it. Start here, and it's making a little noise here. And we're going to let that start to work. And then in 60 seconds, we're going to check back, introduce a little hot water to it. As you can see, it's moving into the grease and that nasty hair in the coffee grounds. And then we'll show you what happens when we start to flush this thing out. So sometimes when we're going to do these videos, we need to think of things to say about something, and sometimes the beauty of some products is that they're simple. They don't take much explanation, and you guys and women want to get on to the next product. So here's the perfect example of that, okay? It is the shower pause control, as the manufacturer likes to call it, and the application is simple. It's either going to go on the end of your shower arm, or you can put it directly on a handheld and then continue with the hose. This handheld doesn't have a shut off, so it's the perfect solution for that, to be able to shut the handheld off or the shower head. It doesn't matter, little ones, industrial, commercial, nice brass ones. It's all 1/2-inch pipe, so it works everywhere. The idea for a pause, for you people who don't, not so familiar with this, some of our newer reps, probably more so on a handheld. Because when you're in healthcare facilities, nursing homes, where staff has to assist people with showering and washing, it's nice to not have to hang the thing down into the tub or the basin or wherever and just let it run. Okay, right? There's a shut off right there. Some people use it to conserve water. Whatever the point is, it's a shut off. The idea is then to move on to the shower heads, to shower arms, to repairs for the showers, the stems, the valves, whatever it is. So it's pretty simple. It's the 62954 shower shut off valve, solid brass.
Our featured items are the orange nitrile gloves in all sizes, the bubbler conversion kit, and the waterless trap seal. The sidebar items are the 3-pack of Johnny covers, Goof Off graffiti remover, and the 8-piece hex key set.
All right, and then more featured items. Look at me and our world of gloves. This month we're featuring the orange nitrile gloves, and we know how good these are, and we keep bringing them in. It doesn't matter what color, okay? But if you're out there on the road and you sell Syracuse, Tennessee, Clemson, no brainer. Anyway, the nitrile glove, the 7 mil, they're thick, they're good. You know all about these, but the point is, if you're not selling these, honestly, these go out in cases weekly. Every day we usually see gloves go out, but every week we do see cases of these leave the warehouse. So if you're not selling nitrile gloves, okay, latex gloves, whatever, we have everything they need to protect their hands. So whether it's a nitrile glove, look, we go back to the basics. Remember the old brown jersey glove, really simple glove. We have the leather glove, okay, pretty white one if you're into that look. The good old leather palm glove, okay, everyone's basic work glove, we got them. We have the, what they call a carpenter's glove, but it's really a work glove where your fingers are exposed. And you know what, there's just something that feels badass about having those fingers out there. But it's a little nippy, at least you can still do work with this kind of a glove, and it's got a good grip on it. What else do we got? These rubber coated gloves, okay, again, good for gripping things. Really one of the best gloves I use for handling meat, okay, when grilling and stuff like that. Great for food. We of course have our warm weather gloves. We have warm weather nitrile coated gloves. Amazing wet grip nitrile coated gloves. Listen, if you have not sold these go out also. You got to try these too. So get them going with that. Add an extra pair of this on. You remember the Kevlar glove, okay? When I sliced my hand completely open and miraculously it healed. Anyway, not with these gloves. We have more tough grip nitrile gloves, a little thinner. Of course, we have the standard old rigid glove for handling snake cables and things like that. But you can do the same with our rock gloves or ugly gloves, whatever we're calling them now, depending on who we get them from. Again, good for demolition, coated with rock, rubber coated. Okay, listen, these are not, they're great for the cable. These keep your hands dry too, so good for handling cables. And then of course, the one glove that I don't know if a lot of people have, but you know, we just started selling, you know, cleaning brushes, and we have 360 surface cleaner. So this glove here, built in with a little scouring pad, is good. So don't forget, remember sell gloves. Another golden oldie that has been around forever, like forever, is the 77846 bubbler conversion kit. Look at all the stuff you get for one price right here in front of me. You need to use this, okay? It's a bubbler conversion kit, a drinking fountain, not a water cooler. So what we're talking about here is when you get into primarily school systems, okay? Usually in the lower grades, if they still have those porcelain drinking fountains with the little side twist lever or the single lever here, cross handle, whatever, drinking fountain, remember that nasty thing? Well, listen, you can still get some parts for those. They're really expensive, and that's a good thing. Sometimes they just get fed up trying to fix that, or the handle sticks, or the kids find a way to get it to keep running. This is the conversion you're going to use, and it's really simple, the application. What they're gonna do is take everything apart and get rid of all the old stuff. Where the handle used to be on the side, they're gonna take the cock hole cover, right? Unscrew it, put it in the side, fine, that's all taken care of. They've taken the old bubbler off and now it's time to put the new bubbler on. So what they do from underneath is, they tie into the line, okay, they're gonna put a new shutoff for the water coming in underneath, okay? And then what they're gonna do is remove the little compression nut here and just take this stainless steel connector that comes with it and attach it, okay? And they'll be using pipe, open pipe thread. Hello, we're selling that, okay? Now we gotta go up to the new bubbler. What happens there is, there's flanges and gaskets, depends on the thickness of the porcelain and all that, so they'll figure that out. But basically that's what's gonna happen. And what they do is they thread on this nipple, okay? They tighten it up, they got this in between there, they drop it through the hole, and then they just connect it to the supply line, okay? Once they connect it to the supply line, okay, they then turn the water back on the system there, turn the valve on, and now they have a top-mounted push-button bubbler. No more handles, springs, things hanging up, easy to operate, easy to adjust, and it's that perfect. So it's Section 7. They don't want to do that, plus they have other drinking fountains. You can sell those part. We sell complete water bottle filler conversions. Take them through all that stuff, but make sure when you're at the school system, okay, in your school district, the county schools, you let them know about this, show them what's available. It really is a time, money, and a lifesaver for some of these people. Next feature item, we sold a lot of these, so if you're new, trust me, these things will sell. Okay, they are our waterless trap seal. The primary application for these are floor drains. Now, if you're not familiar, what happens is, sometimes you go in a bathroom, there's a number of odors that can occur, but sometimes that funky odor is what's coming out of floor drains because water in that trap somewhere down the line has evaporated and now gases are able to come up and insects are able to come up and other stuff is able to come up. So this is the simplest item in the world, depending on the size, right? We got all the sizes available, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. They lift off their drain cover and it's all rubber. They push it down. That's it. So now you know how to install it. It's a matter of which one are you going to install. So it'll block the gases because this little seal here is what's sealing it out. It's going to keep water from coming up a little bit if there's a little bit of a flood or a rise in another bathroom. And insects will not be coming up there. So no one wants to see cockroaches coming out of the floor. No one wants to smell that stuff. So again, simple application. Trust me, show the sample. You will have people once a day buy these if they haven't bought them already. Promise you, that's how many we sold the first time around with this. If they're not into that, okay? They might be into then using a liquid like Green Fix. It's the same concept. This has that little seal, that gel that comes to the top and keeps the water from evaporating, okay? This blocks it out with a rubber seal. If you've had trouble getting people to buy this, maybe they just don't want to go through the process of maintaining the drain by constantly remembering to add this in there. Bye-bye, this is your solution. So, chemical people can sell something like that. Chemical people are not going to bastardize their line and sell something to take away from that. So, you have the advantage, go get it, it's an easy one. So another one of our featured items this month is our best number 59994, Johnny covers. They come 3 to a pack. And let's not turn this into rocket science. It's simple. They simply take the cover, look at this, handy feature, put this over the vacuum breaker tube on the urinal, and then stretch this out, as you can see in the picture, around the urinal. You can do the same thing on toilets because they have a vacuum breaker. You can even put them on drinking fountains. No vacuum breaker tube there to attach to, but you can use tape or whatever. There's 3 to a pack. They're easy to put on. They look a whole lot nicer than someone taping a sign inside a urinal or on a flush valve that someone's going to pull off. So it's just another thing that people might not know we carry. Listen, in the world of keep away, okay, we have out of order signs if you don't want people somewhere. The toilet is broke inside the stall. Stop taping that up, it never works. You can slide one of these down. The whole place is shut down. Look at that handy tension bar banner. And finally, good old caution tape. Anyway, get your customers into Section 6, show this. If they're not up for it, they get the idea that every now and then that urinal is down. Why? Because they don't have parts on hand to fix it, and that's our job. Make sure we get those repair parts for closets, urinals, drinking fountains. So it's a handy little item, doesn't take much explanation, but it can lead to a few more lines on your order. Next item up, another item people might not think of, Best Plumbing Specialties, is graffiti remover. This is our goof-off graffiti remover. It works on spray paint, it works on latex paint. You can use it on block, concrete, painted metal materials, pretty much anything where they put graffiti, that's the point of it. Easy to use, read all the instructions, but shake the can, always test first. The way you usually test a graffiti remover is to spray it on a rag first. If they start to see that it's starting to come off, it's going to work. From there, shake it again, apply it to the surface, and start to wipe down. You'll see on here a light bristle brush could be used. Last month we had the power bristles, the flat and the 3.5-inch cone-shaped one. They might want to use that with this also, or a regular scrub brush. But that's what it's good for. Hint, you need ventilation though. So if it's somewhere tight or people are going to be in the room for a while, probably want to wait to have the customer use it before they're out, because it does have a little bit of an odor to it and it's a little strong. So anyway, it's goof-off graffiti remover. We've had others. This one is working the best. You can use Repeal if they say this doesn't work. Repeal at certain dilution rates will work, but we got tons of chemicals. Maybe start this month with this, move on to other chemicals and increase your earnings. All right, next up, again, a month of simplicity are our 6-inch arm hex wrenches. So you get, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wrenches. Real simple. Everyone knows when they need to use a hex wrench, so we're not going to have to convince anybody. But the fact that we got a 6-inch reach in here is really important, and then the T-handle provides greater torque. It really is that simple. We know that they have this, okay, and we sell these, and this is fine. It certainly is compact and easy for a customer to use, so still a purpose for this. But these here are the longest reach you can get with the T-handle. If they don't like that, of course, we got the Mega Pros, okay, with all the different hex bits in the handle there. But again, this reach gets a little tight here, not quite as long as that. So get into the tools when you're showing these, okay? They need them for shower valves, they need them for the back of faucets. Handles are held on with the really tiny ones. They get it, show it, you'll sell it.
Now that February is over and you have completed your 4 weeks of sales games in the round robin tournament, it is time to start playoffs. Marketing will send an email with your final win-loss record for February, and based on that record, you will be placed into one of the following groups. You are now going to play 4 more one-on-one week-long sales games against sales reps within your group. From here on out, you will earn money for every game you win. Amounts will vary based on the group you are in. Group 1 will win $25 per game. Group 2 will win $20 per game. Group 3 will win $15 per game. Group 4 will win $10 per game. And Group 5 will win $5 per game. If a sales rep goes undefeated for the entire 2 months, they will receive an extra $100. Marketing will send an email with February record results, groups, and a March schedule. So far for 2018, we have exceeded our goal each month and gained the inside staff 2 half-days pay. Let's keep it going and make March another great month. We have 22 working days, so let's use those days to set a new record and earn your quarter bonus.